Back in action. And the Italian boy. Let's go. Alright. Hello. I am finally back after so very long. Welcome to our stream. We'll give it a few minutes before we really start populating and moving on with it. I like to always give 5 minutes just to make it feel special, you know. So enjoy, get settled, get ready. We are going to be wasting hours of our life doing this. I imagine this is going to take a while. It's not going to be short and simple. So. Make sure you get hydrated. If you want, you can also grab some popcorn. You can't hear me? Great. That fucking means either you are muted, or my microphone needs to be changed. Hold on. What? Let's see. Let's do. Let's actually change this really quick. Hold up. I'm gonna change microphones. Give me a second. I think that one's good, hopefully. Let's see, does my microphone still work yet, or no? I would think my microphone works. I see it working. The better question is, can you hear it? Luckily, this is why we have a startup section, so I think it is. Found it. Alright. I think I got it. Alright. Let us begin. This will be a thing that we hyperanalyze for no reason other than just because. Now, you may be confused as to what exactly we're looking at here. But, let me explain. Hey, 144, welcome back. So glad to see you again. Yeah, see, like, maps is not the bad part. I'm gonna be honest, here's the thing, right? Basic training's also not the bad part, too. It's once you actually get into the service, like you actually get through tech school and everything, and you get into your job, that's the bad part. Oh, yeah, to do the bend over spread, yeah. Did they also have you pee in a cup right in front of someone, too? Because that part's awkward. Alright, so. Let me describe what we're doing here. You had your back turn? No. That's good then. Alright, so let me explain what we're doing here today. This is a weird one. So, I was sitting there, kind of bored out of my fucking mind. And I was playing Umamusume, you know, the horse racing derby game, because it's fun. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Reading through the actual lore of the game itself, I've noticed something, is that this music's first too loud, let's turn it down a little bit, that the characters, the characters have actually participated in wars, right? Because the history, like, of Umamusume is very similar to ours, right? So horses themselves didn't exist. But horse girls did, which means during the events of World War I, when they had horse brigades and everything like that, they had to use Umamusumes for these horse brigades, right? To breach through these defenses and everything. Same with Napoleon. Napoleon had to use horse girls, right? So, horse girls, Umamusumes, have been involved in wars before, right? Meaning that there is some kind of system of violence within the world of Umamusume. So, what we are going to be discussing today and rating them based off of is how good is their outfits, their racing outfits, right? Not their other outfits or anything like that. How good is their racing outfits? Their debut racing outfits, how good are they for CCW use? Now, CCW, if you don't already know this, is concealed carry weapon. Mostly involves pistols, but can also involve knives as well. I'll tell your boyfriend I said hi. He still never told me his name, but hello. So yes, we're going to be rating their outfits based off of CCW use. Now, obviously with this first one, it's a little bit hard to tell because sometimes you get some outfits where the pictures are shown their back, right? They're showing their back. So it's hard to really tell a whole lot of what's going on. So we have to make broad assumptions based off of that because a lot of these characters come from... he will be known as Jeff for me then. I don't know why I keep naming people J names, but it's funny. So we'll do our best to assume off of these, because all these characters are from the JP server, which I do not have access to. I only have access to the global server. So I cannot hyper-analyze all these outfits. And also, trying to find a lot of information on the full outfits themselves was pretty hard to do for some of these characters. I don't know why. It just was. But anyways, that is essentially the context of what we are going to be going off of. Victor, then his name will be Victor. I remember that. So, let's just begin. First, we're going to look at Admire Groove here. So, I actually don't know much about a lot of these characters because of the JP servers, so I don't know about their personality, which we're not rating them. That's a very, very long name. Luckily, it's cut off, so no one else can actually read what his full name was, but... let's look at Admire Groove. Now, granted, she does have the shorts as well, right? And she does have the tights, the leggings, which you can utilize to hide knives and stuff like that, right? However, we can't see any pockets, and she does have this one-sided cape. Now, based off of that assumption, I assume it's not like a belly shirt or anything that she's wearing. Maybe, could be, who knows? I sure as shit don't from this angle, because I can't see any belly shirt. So, I would put this outfit, let's start it off strong, and put it at a C. The reason I say that is because it doesn't look like she would be borderline defenseless, right? She still has some spots where she can actually put a knife or a pistol, you know, in case she needs to defend herself. So she has some capabilities to defend herself, but it looks like it would be pretty obvious to tell where it would be hidden, if it was hidden at all. So, Admire Groove is going to be getting a C tier right off the get-go. And let's go on to the next one. Admire Vega. So, Admire Vega, as you can see, we have a better picture here because she's actually from the front. Now, this one's very interesting. Is because, by the way, if they're wearing the skirts at all, right, just know that they are wearing, like, the spandex shorts. So, yes, you can still hide a pistol or a knife with that. So, just because they're wearing a skirt doesn't completely mean that they are defenseless. So just know that now. This is a good example of that because you do have the single skirt, which means that you actually can hide something if you are using a CCW, like a knife. You do have the garter belts with the leggings as well, so you can also utilize that to your advantage. And you do have the boots that have the over the ankle, but also that little space as well. That is good if you are doing what's called a boot carry. You could put a knife in there, you could put a pistol in there, right? It would still be pretty good for that. Also, you do have these gauntlets as well, which you could put in there. There's no way to get a bingo. There's no fucking way to get a bingo. But you do have these gauntlets that have space in them, right? So you do have some space to actually be able to put a knife in. Not really a pistol, because it would flop around and probably go off in your hand, who knows. But overall, I would say, yeah, you missed bingo nights, well, guess what? We might get into those soon, who knows. I know in 2 days we're going to start streaming Battlefield 6, so once that happens, we may actually reintroduce bingo nights too. Meyer Vega, I would say for her, we are going to give her a solid A tier. She has a lot of opportunities for a CCW. Not good opportunities, mind you, but she does have some opportunities. So, and Meyer Vega is getting an A. Now let's go on to Agnes Digital. Agnes Digital, this one's definitely up there as lower tier because okay. Thank you for that. You know what I just realized? I didn't realize this till you just fucking did that. But I actually need to put this at the very top. That wasn't on top. But yeah, so this character, right? This is an example of not very good outfit for CCW use. She doesn't have really anything on the hands that can... God. She doesn't have a lot of things on the hands that can be used to conceal, right? She doesn't have any boot pocket or anything like that. Boot pockets aren't great CCWs anyways, never actually use them. If you have to use a boot pocket, I'm sorry, you're going straight to borderline defenseless. This outfit as well. You see that she shows her belly. This is bad. Because if you are holding a knife or a pistol, right, it's gonna poke out just above the belt line, right? So if people could see it, it's not very concealable. So that causes problems right then and there, right? And another thing that is wrong is that her shoes, right? Good shoes, good type of shoes, right? The only problem is that, well, they're very tight on the they're very tight on the feet. So there's no way to really put a boot carry or anything like that. So I mean, they are running shoes-esque with heels, so they aren't very good for that either. And a big problem, double skirt. Now, the thing with the double skirt is, yes, you still can use it for CCW use, but it's awkward to get, and it takes a lot of time to train. So, honestly, she doesn't have a lot of options. She really only has one, and even then, she has this belt, which kind of hinders the ability to carry anyways, so she's actually going to be our first borderline defenseless. Even if she is wearing short spandex, right? It still wouldn't be able to be good to get to at all. And again, the belt line actually... the belt line hinders it as well. You guys are having a very interesting conversation right above me. I just want to say that now. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Mommy Agnes Tachyon, right? So here, we actually have a very interesting case, right? We have big-ass fucking WAP code. This is already a good sign, because, who knows, she may have pockets on the inside, which means that she can pocket carry. This big cardigan sweater actually covers up this part right here, so she could easily put a CCW and plenty of knives as well. You have sleeves that go over the hands, so that could be used to also conceal knives, pistols, right? Very easily, because no one's really going to be able to see that. So also, nice boots, right? Nice open space on the boots. Allows for boot carries, knives as well. So, I would say, honestly, Agnes Taka. The only thing that brings it down right here is the skirt itself, right? Is the skirt's a bit more open, right? So, with that, right, it does kind of limit it a little bit. So, she is still getting an A tier. However, if she wasn't wearing a skirt and more had like shorts, I feel like that could have been better. But you know what? That's her choice, right? It's still a good outfit for CCW use. Who knows what she could be carrying under all that shit. And by the way, if it's open here on the top, that's just straight up open carry, so that's not really CCW. It's supposed to be concealed, like concealed carry weapon, not open carry weapon. So, if it is an open carry weapon, like Taike Shuttle, who is, like, way at the bottom here, you know, it docks it down a bit, so. Anyways, next one, Air Groove. Oh my god. You guys are petty. You guys are fucking petty. I can see everything y'all are doing, by the way. Petty ass motherfuckers. Air Groove. Let's talk about Air Groove. Man, you guys know that man from, what the fuck was his name? Kobe Bryant. That's what it was when he was like, man. Yeah, I remember those days. Air Groove, right? Alright, so this one's actually going to be pretty low. And the reason why I say that is this type of skirt outfit is not very good. So pretty much you would have to be wearing spandex shorts for this, right? Which is really the only way to be able to do it. Now, it is a single skirt, so it is actually pretty easy to get to that. By the way, in case you're curious, yes, I have seen people carry pistols and everything with skirts, so don't be discouraged by that. Actually, wait, did I just... I think I got those down, who knows? I hope this is good. Now, you do have nice open ankles for any type of CCW in that regard, but the lack of spandex, anything like that, kind of makes it a little bit harder to give her any type of good score for CCW use. You have some spots, but it won't be very concealed. So she's actually getting a C. Now, we have Air Messiah. Now, this one's interesting. And the reason I say that is because you have some opportunities, but also not a lot, right? You have nice... Man, stop being mean to each other. This is supposed to be good. The world's already in a world of shit, alright? And I gotta fucking sit here, have you guys diddle each other, and be mean to each other. Alright? Y'all motherfuckers need to get along. We already have enough problems fucking going out and looking at social media, right? And it ruins our fucking days, or our weeks, or even our entire year. We don't need that here, alright? God damn. Anyway, so Air Messiah, right? Long skirt, however, is a skirt that she can actually lift up and get to pretty easily. So, she actually does have a pretty good opportunity for that right there. And it is a full body skirt, essentially, right? So it actually goes from neck down. So, you actually don't have to worry too much about that. Gauntlets, nice and open, so you actually have some use there. Not very tight boots or anything, so no, that... She's actually going to be our first B tier, surprisingly. Because I remember when I was first looking at her, I was like, this is not a good CCW. But the more I analyzed it, the more I realized it's actually not that bad. Air Shakur. Shakur. Hard R. This one, I'm actually gonna tell you this right now. This is like borderline defenseless, but it's not entirely defenseless. The reason I say that is because she actually does have some zippers for pockets on her, right? So she does have opportunities. The shoes are running shoes, so she's not going to have any boot carries. She doesn't really have much. She tucks her shirt in too, which is already a problem, but can still be used for CCW. So not a lot of opportunities here. And anything that she has would actually be pretty easy to find. So as much as I love Air Shakur, I hate to say it, but she's borderline defenseless with this outfit. As weird as it is, but that's just me. Almond Eye. This one, I'm just gonna spoil it for you. It's just straight up borderline defenseless. You have essentially a double skirt going on here, which is already hard enough. And you have running shoes, so no boot carries or anything like that. No, like, spots at all that could really be used for a CCW besides in the skirt, right? The spandex area. You're really not getting a whole lot out of that. So, Almond Eye, I know you're the boss fight of every JP and Korean person out there, but you're borderline defenseless when it comes to that. So you have to rely on your legs for that. That's a shame. So you need to rely on just your legs for that. Now we have another one. Aston Macon. Actually, Macon? Astonmachan. Machan. I don't know. Fucking hell. I don't know how to pronounce these names most of the time. They got weird names. Oh, thank you. So the story behind the actual horse is kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, this character. Oh, hola. Wolf Brady. I like that. I'm gonna call you Wolfie. Hey, Wolfie. But this outfit, you have two things, right? You have a double skirt pattern going on here, right? So, maybe not. It is a very wide skirt, so... Oh, well, that's good to know. Hello there. That was my worst hello there. I am so sorry. That's not indicative of my Scottish nature. But yes, so... As you can see here, as we analyze it, wide skirt causes problems, right? Makes your CCW use actually a little bit less. No pockets. And you really love that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of CCW use out of this at all. I mean, yes, you do have longer sleeves, but you can really only use them for knives. So I'm actually going to put this in the same category. I honestly think this would be more suited towards C tier. Not borderline defenseless, because you still can hide stuff in the gauntlets here and everything. But you don't get a lot. You don't get a lot of it. It's kind of disappointing. Bamboo Memory. I'm not even joking. By the way, every single name I say out of this is actually the name. So, yes, they do have weird names. Yes, people name their horses very weird names. But that is for them to decide, not for me. By the way, which side do you think won the First World War with the Umamusumes? Do you think the French ones won, or do you think the Germans won? Who knows? Probably the French ones won. Anyways, Bamboo Memory. This one is actually very interesting. Now, you do have a kind of a weird body skirt thing. It is a little bit on the shorter side, but you do have this over jacket, which actually creates a lot of opportunities, right? And you have the gauntlets, which are rolled up for this, but you do also have the glove gauntlets, which actually go a bit over the forearms. So, there's opportunity here, there's opportunity with the sleeves, there's opportunities underneath the skirt, and you can see the spandex, so that's good too. And you also have boots that go over the ankles with a nice wider opening, so it's not too tight, so it's just enough to be able to stick something in there. This one is not GTA character style, but it is definitely a high A tier. It's almost GTA character style, but not quite yet. Actually thinking about it, I'm I'm actually gonna put her as a GTA character, surprisingly. And the reason I say that is because she has so many opportunities to carry so many things all at once. So, she's got GTA character opportunities. Now, the next one, Believe. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It was hard to analyze this outfit, but you wanna know the best part about it? It's not even a good outfit. After hyper-analyzing it from as many angles as I can, it's not a good outfit at all. You have so many openings to where you could not conceal pretty much anything at all. I'm gonna be blunt. It's borderline defenseless. It's not a good outfit at all. You could say something about the jacket, yes, but there's been no indication on jacket pockets or anything like that. The shoes are too tight. You have these baggy areas, but they're open at the zipper, so you have to reach really low, and it would be awkward. You have a belly showing, so you can't really conceal anything in the belt line at all. The sleeves are too short on the jacket, and they're not wide enough on the actual forearms and everything. They're pretty tight, so you won't be able to conceal much at all. She's borderline defenseless. Moving on. Biko Pegasus. I am sorry for the image being so small and kind of pixelated, but I will try my best to describe it. Anyways, this one, surprisingly, I'm gonna spoil it. It's B tier. The reason why I say that is because she does have this belt line here, but she does have shorts. With the belt line as well, makes it, you know, you could conceal something in that pretty easily. She also does have gauntlets, so she can conceal something in that. She has wider shoes, so she has boot carry opportunities as well. So, yes, this outfit does actually have pretty good opportunities to be able to carry quite a bit. So, she's B tier. Now, I actually don't know much about the character herself, but who knows. Biwa Hayahide. This character, I'm going to be honest, is not that good. Both in-game and outfit-wise. I don't hate the character, by the way. I just want to get that clear. However, she is like... she's not even C tier. She's borderline defenseless, to be honest. I think she's still above her. The reason I say that is, yeah, her tits are fucking massive. But she's, like, all buttoned up, so she can't even boob carry, right? She has some gauntlets, which she can hold a knife, right? But not very well. She has this body skirt type of thing, right? But it's held together by, like, this Japanese string. Her shoes aren't very wide. Her leggings, I mean, they're leggings, but they have this cut in them that could easily show that you're carrying something. Overall, besides her having a big head, she doesn't have a lot of opportunities at all for any type of CCW, so... sorry, Biwa. Borderline defenseless. You need someone to walk with you. Last One Piece. The One Piece is real, and let me tell you why. This outfit is actually very interesting. So, she does got tits, so she can boob carry, but that is not part of the criteria. She does have, like, it's weird. It's like a body outfit type of shorts thing going on here. So, I don't think she really could carry. I think definitely with this jacket opportunity, she could easily, like, put it around more towards her, like, chest area to actually cover that a bit more, or even wear the jacket itself. Who knows? The boots are over the ankle, which is good, and it's got a little bit wider right there. So you can still carry something, but it would have to be small. So you don't get a lot of opportunity. Now, you do get the sleeves being rolled up, but if you do let the sleeves roll down, you can conceal something. Overall, this outfit, I would say you don't get a lot of opportunities, but you still can carry. It's about a C. So, that's kind of what we're working with here, right? Now, let's move on to the next one. Bubblegum Fellow. Oh boy. Bubblegum Fellow. This one is interesting. So, I'm gonna be frank with you. Her outfit's actually pretty good. It's not GTA character levels of good, but it is definitely good. You would expect, oh, well, she doesn't have a good shirt on, right? Well, she does have the jacket, with the pouches on the side, too. And the sleeves, which, yes, don't go all the way past the actual forearms. Hi, Frank. That's who's Frank? You know what? I don't care. Hi, Frank. I agree with you. Hi, Frank. The sleeves are wider. If only they were a bit further down, you could actually conceal carry something over the forearms, but since that is the case, you could really only carry something towards the part of your forearm, towards your elbow, so you don't get a lot of opportunities there. Now, the shoes over the ankle and pretty wide, so you get plenty of opportunity to carry something. But here's what's interesting. You have this part right here, which you could also carry something. You actually have the shorts down here, right? Am I oblivious? What am I oblivious to? Am I retarded? I think I am. Fuck! I forgot. You're like dad joke central. I am. I am definitely stupid. But yeah, there's plenty of opportunity for her to carry. Even underneath the shorts with the leggings, which I imagine go pretty far up. Bubblegum Fellow. You actually get a pretty good A tier. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, it's below Agnes Tachyon, but still a lot of opportunity. So, I do like that. Let's move on to the next one. Buena Vista. This one is, I'm gonna be honest, not very good. You do have the body skirt, which actually does have the belt line around the waist, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. And it isn't a very long skirt. It's still a short skirt, but you still can conceal something under that. The jackets, these type of jackets usually don't have pockets on the inside, but who knows. Overall, we're going to be quick with her because her outfit's a little bit harder to analyze, but it's a C tier. She's not borderline defenseless because she does have plenty of opportunity. But it's also like, you know, not that good. The racist one, Calstone Light O. If you've watched Instagram for any period of time, you've probably seen this one. She is not saying that word you think she is saying. She is saying neck, N-E-K-O. Neck O. Like a cat. So, as much as I like her under the pretense of the racist one, she sadly is not. Anyways, let's analyze her outfit. Weird choice going on here. Very asymmetrical. And I really don't know what's going on here with the overcoat type of thing. To be honest, it's kind of all over the place. But that doesn't mean that it's not opportunity for CCW. Nice long gauntlets, can carry knives. This looks more like an outfit for knife carries. Like, you have a lot of opportunity for knives, but you don't have a lot of opportunities for pistols. Really, the only pistol would be underneath here, which I think it's connected to this whole shirt thing she's got going on. So, I think, I'm gonna be honest, it's weird. Because you can't really do boot carries or anything like that. So, I think we are actually going to put her... I put her as a low B tier. She's got opportunities. She's got plenty of opportunities, but it's really hard to analyze, so... Not A. More of a B. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm acetaminophen. No, it is Cesario. Cesario. Let me embrace the Italiano within my culture. My mother would approve. I have a terrible Italian accent, I'm gonna be honest. My mother would not approve. But let's talk about the outfit, not my Italian speaking. Weird outfit, I'm going to be honest. Because this type of jacket doesn't have pockets on the inside, as we can see from this side piece right here. Now, you could do the shorts because you have this overhanging part of the shirt that actually goes over the shorts. So you can carry plenty of knives around that section. You could carry pistols, right? You have this overcoat that drapes over the back as well, so you can carry on the back as well if you really wanted to. Gauntlets aren't as wide, but they are still like... Well, not gauntlets. The sleeves aren't as wide. So you actually have opportunity to carry something in there. More of a knife, right? Usually pistol carries on the sleeves is borderline impossible unless they're very wide sleeves. So you would only be able to do like Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade type of shit with the sleeves. It is still an option though, and I've seen people do it, so it is definitely possible. overall, this outfit is going to also get a B tier because it does have opportunities, but not as well as some of these other ones as well. Now, Cheval Grande. This outfit, it's interesting because it's actually not as good as you think. It may look good, but it's not that good. And the reason I say that is because, one, her belly's showing, so she doesn't even have a shirt that drapes over the shorts, so you can't really carry knives or pistols at that point, right? And you have this weird thing going on with the pants that are rolled up, so you couldn't even carry anything right here if you wanted to. The boots are a little bit wider around the ankles, pretty wide actually, so you could boot carry. And you also have a hat, but I don't know why you would carry anything in a hat. The sleeves are also pretty wide as well. But overall, you really only have, like, one good option. So, this is sadly going to get a C tier pretty low, actually. It's not borderline defenseless, but it's definitely, like, not that good. Chronogenesis. By the way, this is how many we still have left to go. We have a lot to go, so... Whew. Alright, Chronogenesis. This character is very interesting with her outfit. And it actually doesn't involve anything up top. It involves everything down below. She does have some wider ankles for boot carry. And she does have a kind of weird double skirt thing going on here. So she could easily carry, especially on her right side. Now, the left side, she could still carry as well, but pretty much this type of outfit is more situational for a pistol carry, not too good for a knife carry. So, with that being said, this is sadly going to get a C tier, but it is still going to get a high C tier because it's borderline B, only for the fact that it's missing the ability to knife carry, can only really pistol carry, in two good spots, and that's about it. So, that's why. Kapano Riki. What? I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this outfit. You have, like, this quad skirt thing going on. That's very weird. You have very weird, very wide sleeves, so it's gonna be hard to really, like, carry much. And I mean, you do have boots as well, and they are very wide at the opening, so you could carry something, but it wouldn't be very concealed. Honestly, this whole outfit is just fucking foobarred, if you ask me. But there is still opportunity here. That's why she's getting a high borderline defenseless, so a D tier. Pretty bad, but you know what? She only has one good spot. Kirin... Ooh, that's French. Now let me pull up my word document really quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about with how her name is pronounced. This one right here, I highlighted it. By the way, yes, I had to type out all these names individually so that I remembered what the fuck most of them were called. But, Kirin Wu Katsuo. I am sorry to everyone for horribly mispronouncing that. But anyways, this outfit's not good at all. This is borderline defenseless, I'm gonna be honest. It's like, there. The reason why is because there is no good spot for a concealed carry whatsoever. She has a very long, droopy skirt, which wouldn't be good for trying to reach in, grab any knives or pistols, right? Even if she's wearing the spandex shorts, so. She has no good shoes, she has no sleeves whatsoever. Like, nothing good about her outfit for CCW use. It is terrible. It's bad. I'm going to be honest, it is bad. So, she gets borderline defenseless. She's very pretty, however, borderline defenseless. She'd probably also easily be robbed. Who knows? I doubt it. But, Kieran-chan. This outfit is definitely one that I rate a little bit higher. And let me tell you why I'm putting it as a high B tier. Not an A tier, but a high B. And the reason why I say a high B and not an A tier, it's almost an A tier, but it's a high B. And the reason I say that is it mostly involves this skirt. This skirt is a major problem because you have this flap here that is also connected by buttons. So it makes it pretty awkward to be able to lift it, grab what you need, whether it be a knife or a pistol, right? But it is still good for concealing those things. You have boots, which aren't very wide, but you can still conceal knives and pistols in a boot that tall above the ankle. You also have these nice sleeves that you can use to conceal something. The only problem is the shoulders are exposed, so you don't really get a lot of opportunity to put any type of mechanical device or whatever. Because, yes, believe it or not, people put mechanical devices in their clothes to be able to conceal weapons, especially in their sleeves. It's weird. But, overall, this outfit, high B tier, not A tier, but definitely is good. So don't be sad that's in B. If you are sad, I don't really care. But it's still a good one. Now, Daichi Ruby. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This bitch going straight to fucking borderline defenses. This outfit is fucking atrocious. No good sleeves. No good skirt. This is definitely one of the longest skirts by far. It's a triple skirt type, almost a quad skirt type of thing, but it's more of a triple skirt. Shoes not good, so good luck trying to reach anything. You could possibly conceal something, but good luck actually trying to reach for it in a time of need. So it's gonna be pretty awkward to get to it. She's borderline defenseless, pretty low on the borderline defenses too. Like, it's a pretty bad outfit. Also, in terms of racing outfits, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it anyways, but I usually don't like the Victorian era type of outfits anyways, so let's get Daitaku Helios. This outfit is going to be not that good. She could actually CCW pretty easily. I think if she just dropped this like tie on the side, she actually could carry pretty well, especially on the hip. She's got a nice belt line, shorts and everything, no pockets sadly. But she does have a pretty droopy shirt and wide boots, so it is fairly decent, but it's not that good, which gives it a low B tier. So, it's not a bad outfit per se, right? Let's get that clear. It's not a bad outfit for CCW, but it's not spectacular, if you will. So it's just middle of the road. Daiwa Scarlets. Alright, this one. So I had a debate a little bit over this one, whether it was good or not, and I have to say, yes, it is good. It's actually A tier. It is low A tier, but it is still good, and I will explain why. She's got a lot of opportunities. She's got 2 different spots, just on one leg alone, for boot carry, right? Because she's wearing almost like this double boot type of thing, right? It's very interesting, but she still can carry something pretty concealed in both of them, right? She also does have nice big wide sleeves, long sleeves too. And a skirt that's actually not that long, so she still can access whatever she's carrying in her spandex, right? Overall, this outfit, I would have to say, yes, it is definitely an A tier. So it's more on the lower sides of A tier, but it is still a very good outfit. I'd actually put it above Bubblegum Fella, to be honest. So, it is still pretty good. Alright. Dansu Flame. Dancing Flame, I think is what they meant to say, but whatever. This one is meh. It's not bad. It's not great. It's going straight to B tier. It's kind of the same thing that we talked about with Helios, right? It's there's opportunities, yes, but it's just like there's not a lot of opportunities. Yeah, you get some boot carry. Yeah, you could possibly put it right here, right? If you just untie this part right here. But again, you have a belly exposure, so you don't get a lot of CCW use out of your pants. So, and the sleeves wider, but again, not a lot of use there. So, you get a B. It's kind of the same thing with Yuio's, just meh, really. Daring Heart. This one is interesting. And the reason why I say that is because it's interesting for the fact there's not a lot going on with it. But that's the problem with it. There's not a lot going on with it. So there is some spots. And the reason why I say this could be a little lower on the list as well is because of one simple fact. It looks like she's wearing a thong. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I really hope it isn't. Anyways, this causes problems if she's wearing a thong underneath that skirt because you aren't carrying anything with a thong. So we'll have to make the assumption that yes, she's wearing a thong-like device for undergarments, which might restrict her carry abilities. So, I'm gonna have to put her kind of at a C tier, low C tier, to be honest. Not a lot of opportunities to carry here. Could carry in the jacket pretty easily if it had pockets on the inside, but we can't see any, so we have to make the assumption it doesn't have any. So, you don't get a lot of carry opportunities with this outfit. So yeah, Daring Heart, you get a low C. You're almost borderline defenses, but not entirely. Daring Tact. This one is a good B. And kind of similar reasons for some of these other ones with the skirts as well is that you have opportunities. You do have wide sleeves as well, so you can conceal something pretty easily. You do have this over jacket, which means you actually can conceal something in this belt line as well. Believe it or not, yes, this belt line is pretty easy to see, but since the over jacket actually droops over it, you can conceal with it being in the back. It's not a good idea, but it is still an idea. You have the skirt, which is easy to access because this part actually goes on top of it, so the skirt underneath wouldn't interfere. You have a nice boot, wide boot, so that you can actually put something in it, meaning this carry is actually pretty good. You get plenty of opportunities. So, it's going to go into B. Now, we get into one of my personal favorites. I love this one. Dream Journey. Now, Dream Journey is an interesting one. I love saying all these are interesting. I love the outfits. You're gonna... Please don't clip all the ways I say this is an interesting one because it's gonna get annoying really fast. So, this one has not a whole lot of opportunity. I'm gonna be honest. Which is kind of disappointing because I do love Dream Journey. However, it's like her outfit doesn't really have a lot of opportunities. She has some opportunities within this overtop, really, and the shorts as well. But the boots are long, which can give you some opportunity as well. But that's about it. So it's not a lot of opportunities, but it is still some good opportunities. And it's disappointing to put this for Dream Journey. I'm sorry, but you're going into, like... I'm gonna have to be frank and put you at, like, maybe a high... It's between a high C or a low B. I think this one still has better opportunity than most of the C tiers, but I think it's still going to stay as a low B, almost borderline C. So it's hard to say with her, but that's kind of where I'm thinking. It's a low B. Doramante. This one, going to be honest, not good. It's not very good at all. There is some knife carry opportunities, but not very good pistol carries whatsoever. So this one, surprisingly, is actually not going to be that high up. Sorry to disappoint y'all, but it's going as borderline defenseless. It's not a very good outfit. You do have the opportunity with the skirt and everything, and you do have the wider sleeves. However, you don't really have any opportunity going on around here. No boot carry, none of that. It's borderline defenseless, but I'd actually have to say maybe C, actually. What game has pissed you off? What, Umamusume? Umamusume pissed you off? Don't gamble. If you don't like gambling, don't play this game. I'm joking. Doom Eternal? Oh, bro, let me tell you, fucking Doom Eternal pissed me off, too. But, at the same time, I actually did enjoy Doom Eternal. It definitely towards, like, the ending parts of Doom Eternal, I really didn't like that much, but it's still not bad. At least it isn't Doom the Dark World, Dark Ages, or whatever the fuck it was called. Doom the Dark Ages was just kind of boring. That's why you never saw me finish it. Durandale! This one is fucking awful. This is just straight up borderline defenseless. I mean, you have like some spots for like a pistol. By some spots, I literally mean one. You have one spot for pistol, and that's your boots. That's it. Like, you can't use the sleeves. You don't have any pockets, head, whatever, right? This is borderline defenseless. This is bad. Like, really bad. I think it's actually down here. Down here, below borderline defenseless. It's not a good outfit for any type of CCW whatsoever. So, good luck. I Shin Flash. The German. I love my Germans, but I hate to disappoint my Germans too. You're going as a borderline defenseless. This outfit is not very good. You get spots underneath the skirt, but it is a little bit of a wider skirt. So, you will be able to easily see the concealed weapon, which is not very good for concealed weapon. So, I Shin Flash. You're great. But you have a kind of sucks for CCW use, so it's going as borderline defenseless. Hopefully you're good at fist fighting. El Condor Pasa. This one is actually going as a C tier. I was debating this one for a while, being like, there could be lots of opportunities for this, right? However, there's not as many opportunities when I actually hyper-analyzed it. And that comes with the fact that this big overcoat that she has doesn't have any pockets in it whatsoever. It could. They didn't model any. So, El Condor Pasa, believe it or not, you're getting a high C. Like, really only concealing the skirt and the sleeves, and that's it. You don't really get a lot of opportunity with this one. Now, you could also conceal the belt line with the overskirt, the overjacket as well, which actually, thinking about it now, I'd say it gives it, ooh, this gives it a B tier just above Dream Journey. I'd say that, because you get a little bit more opportunity than Dream Journey, so yeah, you get a B tier. El Condor Pasa, whoever you are underneath that mask, you have some opportunity, girl. Take advantage of it. Esbar City. Now, besides the fact that she rolls her R's, which is both cute and kind of hilarious, her outfit is just meh. So I would actually give her like a C. This is a low C. And the reason why I say that is because you can conceal with the skirt. Actually, you know what? No, this is borderline defenseless now that I think about it. Because, yeah, you can conceal with the skirt, but you only have a belt line and you have this jacket, which doesn't really droop too well over your belt line, so it's actually pretty exposing for your belt line, so and that's about it. You can't really conceal much at all. The sleeves are not that great for concealing, but they are still concealing. No boot carry, whatever, right? Overall, just kind of like, man, borderline defenseless, to be honest. And a thong, too. She's wearing a fucking thong. Causes problems. Now, let's go into another one of my favorites. I'm gonna be honest, most of the Stay Gold family is my favorites. They're just awesome. But, phenomenal! Besides having literally one of the best voices in the entire game, she also has one of the best outfits for CCW use. I'm not even joking about that. She has so many opportunities for CCW use. She has boots, which she can pistol carry. She can knife carry. She has pouches on her, which can hold more ammo or different knives, right? Or even pocket pistols, that type of stuff. She has this nice, cool little like double jacket thing going on, where she has all these belts too, which she has so many opportunities for weapons, right? Both knives, pistols, and maybe if she was feeling freaky, she could probably hold like one of those CQB, SBRs, right? She's honestly a GTA character. I'm going to be honest. She has so much opportunity for CCW. She could hold so much. I'm pretty sure if she had to pick up a weapon and fight, she probably would. I just love her style. I love her outfit. It's great. It's great for CCW use. Like, there's so much opportunity here. She gets the highest mark right now of GTA character. Which is basically our S tier, by the way. Just want to say that as well. Now let's move on to someone that doesn't have as good of an outfit. Fine Motion. Fine Motion here is not terrible. It is actually a B tier. And I would say it's probably up here as a B tier. And let me explain why. Is because she does have this over jacket, right? Which I assume these are pockets right here. I don't know what kind of design is going on here, but she does have pockets. She also has the opportunity for sleeves, right? Boot carry as well. And a skirt that actually attaches right here to the hip line. So she actually can lift up the skirt, grab something pretty easily, whether it be a knife, pistol, right? She actually does have some opportunity for some carries, right? So I would have to give it about a high B, actually. It's almost an A. Almost. It's not quite there yet. But yes, it is pretty high as a B tier. Fuji Kaseki. Fuji Kaseki. My wonderful big sister. She's actually not my big sister, but she is great. You, darling, are going to get... This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt to say this, but... She's probably only gonna get, like, a C. She only has, like, this belt here that she could carry some stuff on. And... She has sleeves, I guess. She doesn't really have a lot of opportunity to carry anything, so she's gonna get a C, to be honest. Not a very good outfit for CCW, especially when your tits are hanging out and everything. So, as much as I love this character and I love her outfit, she's not very good for CCW use. Kinda disappointing, but... Oh, Wales. Furioso! This one's kind of weird. I'm gonna give it a C tier as well. Actually, kind of a lower C tier. You have skirt, boot. That's it. And we have two options. Not a whole lot of opportunity with this. So, really, you're only able to, like, pistol carry. There is some opportunity for knife carry, but not a whole lot. So, moving on to the next one. Fusachi Pandora. This one, I am going to be honest, is straight up dog shit. It is a borderline defenseless. Pretty low, actually. And you want to know the main reason why I say it is that way? It's because if you look very closely, you don't even have to look that closely. A lot of her stuff is translucent. Besides the skirt and her bra, the sleeves are translucent, so you're not able to conceal anything in those sleeves. The shoes are translucent as well. Like, the whites of the shoes are translucent. You can't even conceal anything at that point. And, like, the skirt, I guess you could try to conceal something within, like, the garter belt if it goes towards the skirt, but that's, like, maybe a knife carry at best. This is a bad borderline defense. It's like, you don't get a lot of opportunity to conceal carry at all. Now, moving on to what people call the Dami Mommy, besides Super Freak, who you'll get into. This is alphabetical, by the way. Gentil Donna. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Probably not, but... This outfit. You are going to be surprised when I say this. But it's borderline defenses. You have the skirt and that's it. You have underneath the skirt, that is it. But even then, it's like... You can't even really lift up that skirt. It's so short, you couldn't really lift it up to conceal anything good. It'd have to be super tiny. So, honestly, borderline defenseless. As much as it pains me to say that, it's true. You don't get a lot of opportunity with this. So, moving on to Gold City. Shitty whack. This one, believe it or not, is also going to be borderline defenseless, I'm gonna be honest. There's like no opportunity to conceal carry here whatsoever. Unless you're hiding something in those tiny pockets there, you're really gonna be borderline defenseless. Not even a C tier, by the way. I'm just straight up talking about, like, there's nothing really covering you up. These jackets maybe could hold something, but that's about it. There's not a lot that you could use to conceal. So, borderline defenseless. Nice outfit, though. Gold ship. This one's actually going as... I'm gonna be honest. This one's probably going as, like, upper B, lower A. I'm going to be... I'm gonna give it a low A. And there's a lot of reasons why. Nice open gauntlets, so you can conceal with something like that. She actually does have this little box on the side, too, which, yeah, you would be like, oh, well, it's out in the open, right? It's a box. But you can still carry something in that, kind of like a purse. So it still counts, because the weapon is concealed. You do have this nice skirt as well, which can be easy to lift up, grab something. You also have nice wide boots. So you can boot carry pretty easily. Overall, there's plenty of opportunity to carry both knives, pistols, right? Anything. She has so much opportunity. And for a master of chaos, like someone of her caliber, I wouldn't be surprised if she carries. What the fuck kind of name is that? Gran Alegría? This is another one I have to show you so that you fucking understand what I'm talking about. Because I don't know I don't know how to properly pronounce this. But yeah, it's this right here, right? This right here. Gran Alegría. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that, but it's there. So. Anyways, moving on. Her outfit is pretty bad. Borderline defenseless. There's a lot of these borderline defenseless outfits, and it's pretty low too, because same problem that we had with this one here. I forget her name already. There's not a lot of places to conceal at all. There's actually no places to conceal with this one. Thinking about it now, there's literally no places to conceal with this one. It's so fucking open. Like, you're borderline defenseless wearing this shit. I mean, it's a cool outfit, don't get me wrong, but damn, like, you're not defending yourself. Grass Wonder. This horse outfit, I'm going to be honest, it's like a... I'd probably give it like a high C. Maybe a low B. I'd probably give it like a low B. Actually a bit above. Probably like here. Reason why? You have nice wide gauntlets. I keep calling them gauntlets. Sleeves. They're fucking sleeves. You have nice wide sleeves, right? So, you have that going for you. You have a belt line. which is also pretty good. Which you can put a lot underneath that. You have a skirt too, which is not too long, but it's also something where you can easily access something underneath the skirt, right? And you have nice wide boots too. You have the wide boots, which allows for good boot carry. So that's why she gets probably a mid B tier. It's not bad. It's not like amazing either. So you're gonna get like a B. Pretty good. Haru Urara. This one's gonna hurt to say this, but my daughter is borderline defenseless. You can't really conceal carry anything in this, right? Granted, I don't even think she would, as a fucking person, would want to conceal carry, but still, borderline defenseless. Protect your daughters. So, yeah. Hishi Akabono. This one, I would honestly have to say is another one that's borderline defenseless, but would probably be at a low C. She's not defenseless in of itself, right? But there is only one spot where you can conceal anything, and that's underneath the skirt. No boot carry for this one, right? The socks are a little too big to properly boot carry something that would be good, so she's got to get a low C. But she could definitely still carry something. Now, Hishi Amazon. I mean, this girl, I'm gonna be honest, her outfit, not very good for concealed weapons at all. Though I don't think she even needs it. She breaks rocks for a living. Like, you don't need that shit. However, her outfit is pretty bad for CCW use, so it's going borderline defenseless. You only got one sleeve here. It's not fully connected. You don't really get a whole lot going on here. And the skirt's not that good either. So. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's borderline defenseless. Next one. Hishi Miracle. Now this one's actually a little better. But still not that good. It's only a C tier. There's really only a couple spots. Boot carry under that skirt. And that's it. The sleeves are not good sleeves at all. There's really nothing else going on here, so yippee yay. You don't really get a whole lot going on, but you know what? Who cares, right? She has some capabilities to conceal carry, but very, very limited. Hoko Tarume. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I may be wrong. It's Japanese, I'm pretty sure so. Her CCW use is basically non-existent. She actually does have this weird double skirt thing going on here, but not a whole lot going on. I think that's really the only place you can conceal would be underneath the skirt. So it's another one of those where it's like borderline defenseless, to be honest. But it's like, it's between C and borderline defenseless. I'm gonna have to say it's a very low C. Very, very low C. Almost borderline defenseless. And the reason why I say borderline defenseless and not just straight up defenseless is because, I mean, they're horse girls. They could still kick your ass with their hands, but borderline defenseless means, like, yeah, they really don't have much, if any, opportunity to CCW at all. So. Now, Ikuno Dictus. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a funny name. Dictus. Dictus, your outfit is just mediocre. It's not very good, but you do have some opportunity. Only around the belt line, though. Like, you have this, like, dress thing, but that heavily limits your CCW use, so you get a high C. You don't get a lot. Because you get... Really, this overjacket is the only thing keeping her from being borderline defenses, because everything else, like, it's super tight on her, and there's not a lot of wide spaces for any type of like CCW use whatsoever. So she gets a C. Inari 1. This outfit, it's like a fucking C at best, but it gets like a low C. And it's really hard to describe it, but basically the skirt's the skirt is the literal only thing keeping her from getting any lower. Because this little part of the skirt right here is the only thing fucking keeping her from getting any lower. I've tried my best to analyze this outfit, especially from screenshots of the game or whatever. There's not a lot to work off with. This is C. She only has a couple spots around the skirt line that she could use, and that's it. So doesn't get a whole lot at all. Ines Fujin. This one kind of hurts to say, but it is borderline defenseless because she's very exposed with her outfit, right? The silver jacket's not doing a whole lot whatsoever. It's very short. The skirt's also very short too. Nothing good for the boot carry at all, right? It's pretty exposed, so really it's just like not a whole lot. So she gets borderline defenseless, which is sad, but oh well. Jungle Pocket, the one that was brave enough to try to beat up Agnes Tachyon, but she never did. Her outfit is it's weird to say, but her outfit's only getting a C. A higher C, but still a C. Just nice sleeves. The overjacket helps a little, but there's no pockets on the inside, so really don't get that opportunity. No good shirt, so you can't really carry anything on the hip line itself. You have to carry it below the hip line, which causes problems. So honestly, this one, you get like a very low C, honestly. So that's my ranking of it. Sadly, that is just how life is. Alright, KS Miracle. This one, it's aight. I mean, it's not good, but it's aight. You have this belt line here, which it's more on the stomach area rather than actual hip area. But I mean, hey, you have this big overcoat, which actually does provide opportunities to conceal a lot more. So, with that being said, it is more towards a high C. Not a whole lot, but you know what? It's also not bad either. It's kind of sad how we have a lot of like C's and basically D's, but not a whole lot of A's or S's, man. We're almost halfway through the list, I feel like. Actually, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, wait, I can just look at my fucking Word document. I numbered them. We are at, which one? KS Miracle? We are number 55. We're actually not halfway through yet. Because we have 131 in total, so. Whoopsies. Alright, going back to it. KS Miracle, yeah, you get a high C. Katsuragi Ace. This one, I'm gonna be honest, this one's pretty damn good of a racing outfit for CCW use. This one's actually going into A tier just besides Gold Ship. I'd actually put Gold Ship above Bubblegum, to be honest. Bubblegum's like low A, but still. This one, you have good sleeves. You have this nice over jacket, right? With plenty of opportunity. Like the kind of, I forget what they're called. Corset type of design right here over the shirt, right? You could hide something in that. You can hide something underneath the shirt too because it droops over the belt line too. So there is a lot of opportunity here, right? But not enough to be a GTA character. But there is still pretty good opportunity. The only thing that holds it back is the boots not being high enough. And then a little bit of your shirt like not fully going down. It's kind of like jagged almost. And the shorts are a little too short. So you don't get like a lot of opportunities to be like GTA characteristic, but a lot of good opportunities for CCW use with this character, so good on you. By the way, this is gonna sound weird, but if you were ever cosplaying in an event and you need to CCW at all, this tier list will help to kind of determine what outfits you would benefit from wearing if you were able to CCW. So this does have some real world practicality in it. Should have probably said that earlier on, but Kawakami Princess. This one, meh. It's meh. It's a C tier. It's a higher C tier, but still meh. You have the sleeves. You have boot pocket if you really want to. The triple skirt does cause some problems, but you can still work with triple skirts. Again, takes some time training. You do have the boot carry as well, so there is still opportunities here for you to carry. And it's pretty good. I would say it's not any better than a C, but it is still some opportunities to carry, so. King Halo. King Halo gets an astounding low C tier. And the reason why is because, like, the things on her hands, those gloves are just not good for CCW use. You only really get the skirt and maybe the belt line, but the belt line droops a bit, so it could be hard. You do have garter belts, so you have some spots for like knives or anything like that, but overall, it's going to be a low C. So, it's alright. Alright, next one. Kita-san Black. How to kick it go. I just butchered the pronunciation of that, but. How to kick it go. How to kick it go. How to kick it go. Dude, I can't get that fucking thing out of my head. Kita-san Black, guess what you get? You get a C tier. And I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a pretty low C tier. You only get the skirt, and that's it. Sleeves are not good because they don't really connect to anything. So they're droopy. They can easily slide off your arms, meaning your concealed carry would be kaput. But you get the skirt and this nice strap around the chest. The only problem with that is that you would basically have to reach up towards your chest to be able to grab anything from the side or the back of it. But you basically have to like be kind of flexible with your arms for that. So it wouldn't be too good at all. But hey, you do have the skirt, so you get C tier. Loves Only You. I feel like that's a lie of a name, but hey. Her outfit is probably more towards a B tier. Because sleeves, good. Skirt, good. Nice garter belt, you can hide knives with that. Like, you can actually attach, like, knife sheaths to garter belts, so you can actually get pretty good CCW. Skirt's a little bit longer, too, and you have this overdroop of the outside part of the skirt as well, so you can also carry with that as well. Nice boots, too. You have a high boot above the knee, so you have plenty of opportunity with that. This one's a bit lower, so a little bit less opportunity, but you still have pretty good opportunity. A little wider boots. Loves Only You. Girl, you get yourself a pretty good B tier. I'd say a high B. It's a shame seeing Dream Journey on a very low B, but it's just how it is. Lucky Lilac? I've actually never seen this one before, so. First time seeing her outfit, and I'm going to be honest, it's not very good. There's still opportunities, which gives her a low C, but really you only get, like, here, right? Yeah, then the skirt, maybe the boot, that's about it. So, not a whole lot of opportunities with this one, so you get a low C. Manhattan Cafe. Besides having one of the funniest names, which we will get into the hard to pronounce names here soon, just you wait. Her outfit's actually pretty good. I would actually put it at a high B. It's not A tier because, excluding the terrible voice crack that was just displayed, you have opportunity with the belt lines. You have like this cool little double shirt thing above the skirt, so you can still hold something there. You have the skirt itself, which you can hold something in that too. You have this nice over jacket, which the biggest thing about this over jacket that we see her use is the fucking pockets. That's revolutionary, dude. Those pockets on that big of an over jacket give you so much opportunity. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's actually an A tier. So, fuck it, she gets like high A tier. She's almost GTA character levels. Who knows how deep those pockets go? I assume they don't go that deep though. They go like probably there, so you can't like conceal a fucking rifle in there, but you know, you get a lot of opportunities. Oh my god, thinking about it. Let me readjust this. Agnes Tachyon, you're kind of lower on that A tier. Oh my gosh. Manhattan Cafe, oof. This one's hard to decide. I think the only thing holding her back from being a GTA character is boot carry opportunities. She does not have any boot carry opportunities because of the shoes she wears. I think that is literally the only thing holding her back from GTA character opportunity is that. But if she was wearing like some kind of pants, not like leggings like this, but like actual pants, dude, she could be GTA character opportunity. Like Phenomenal, right? She's got pants and everything with the like little droopy skirt on the side. She could hold a rifle. Straight up. But Manhattan Cafe, you are probably the highest A tier right now. Marzensky, your outfit, it's okay. It's like a C tier. It's a little bit on the higher C tier part. I'd probably say you're like mid. But overall, a little bit too special. You have the actual skirt too, which you could easily access. You have wider boots for boot carry as well. You have gauntlets so you can knife carry. But that's about it. You don't really have a lot else going on. So you get like a C tier. So, sorry Marzensky. I know you're like based off of a car or whatnot, but still. Marvelous Sunday. Now, Marvelous Sunday, this one's interesting. So when it comes to Marvelous Sunday, there's not a whole lot going on. So, I hate to say it, but she's borderline defenseless. Because her skirt's going to be pretty hard to access, and it's a wide skirt too, so wide skirts are like a travesty against CCWs because they aren't very concealed at that point, and even then, trying to access that shit is hard to do. So, no boot carry whatsoever, not good at all. No sleeves, no gloves, right? Nothing. It's like her CCW capabilities are extremely low. Like, not good at all. Now, here's the part where I am going to struggle to pronounce this. Their names are so fucking long. I'm not even joking when I say this, by the way. Let's try to say this together, shall we? The two names that are coming up are both super fucking long. Matikani Fukukitaru. Matikani Fukukitaru. That is how long the fucking name is, by the way. That is actually the name. It is such a long fucking name. And then, by the way, the next one coming up is even harder. But I think I should be able to get it. But if I can remember the meme, I think I should be able to get it. But Matikane Fuku Kitaru outfit. Honestly, not good at all. Borderline defenseless, to be honest. Because, well, it's a schoolgirl uniform. You don't really get a lot of opportunities to carry with that, so you get, like, borderline defenseless. You could hide something in that fucking cat bag. Actually, wait. Isn't that a backpack? If I remember correctly, like, I think this one's a backpack. And the only reason I say that is because I see the zipper on the back. Which means she's not borderline defenseless. Now, granted, she would have to basically, you know, rotate that around, unzip it, pull out that way. But I think she would get a C tier with that alone. So, you're lucky you have that fucking cat backpack, because you probably would have gotten defenseless if you didn't have it. But, besides that, yeah, her outfit's okay. The skirt's wide, doesn't really have good opportunities to CCW anything under that. Her backside, as you can see, is just filled with this shit, so she's not able to fucking have anything there anyways. Now, let's get into the juicy one, shall we? This one. Matikanitan Hausa des yada yada desu. Or we may know her as Mambo. We're just gonna call her Mambo, since that is so much easier to pronounce than anything. Mambo here. Actually, I'm going to be honest with this one. It's like a low B. And there's a reason for it, is you actually have pretty decent sleeves that you can use. They're pretty wide, but they're not very accessible, but that's actually not the biggest thing. Good boot carry, right? Nice double skirt, so you can actually hold something underneath that pretty easily. Belt line with the bag. She got the satchel, that's right. She's got the fucking satchel. Meaning, she's up there. She is definitely up there. However, it's not quite A tier. So, I would say definitely high B, borderline A. You know what? I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna switch Agnes Tachyon down to B, and I'm gonna switch Mambo to A. I think Mambo has better CCW compatibility than Agnes Tachyon with their outfits, to be honest. Controversial change, but no, I think that's just how it is. Now, moving on to the next one. Mayano Top Gun. This one. You wanna know the sad thing about this? It's not a very good outfit. However, her jacket does have pockets, because this jacket is based off of the Top Gun Maverick jacket. So, with that alone, she gets a nice high C tier. She doesn't really get anything with the shorts or anything like that. The shorts aren't doing her justice. The jacket's pretty much doing all the work. Even her boots, right? She could boot carry, but it's like the jacket and the boot, that's it. So she gets a C, really? So, I struggle with that. It's hard. I would love to give her a B, but it just doesn't feel like it's quite B territory. Now, Misho Doto. I know you wouldn't want to kill a person, but if you had to, I believe you would. You get a high B. She got the satchel. You could carry a lot with the purse satchel. However, that's about it. She got the satchel and she's got the skirt, right? She doesn't got sleeves. She doesn't got boots, right? That's why she's sitting at a B tier. Is because, really, actually, I think she's more of a low B tier than anything. The satchel really is doing all the work there. Which, I mean, you could carry more in a purse satchel thing than you can in your jacket pocket. Now, granted, you could conceal better in a jacket pocket than you can a purse. But that is for the person, not for me. And that's why, Dodo, you get a low B. And yeah, you're probably thinking Mayano Top Gun should get a B because of the jacket thing, but she doesn't have a lot going on besides that. She doesn't have anything around the hip that she can use in case her shit gets stolen, right? So, Mejiro Adan. My goodness, this list is gonna be really hard to have everything on screen because it's already like struggling right now. But who knows? I think we're already halfway through, so. Mejiro Adan. I'm going to be honest, girl. Your outfit is probably like a C, to be honest. It's not very good. It's like a C around here. You have the skirt, right? And that's nice. And then you have the boot carry. That's it. you don't get a lot of opportunity besides that. So, having CCW usage with that, not very good, but that is fine. As long as you could still carry something, it's better than these ones down here. Next one. Mashiro Bright. Mashiro Bright. This one's hard to put here, but I'm gonna have to put it at a very, very low C. It's almost borderline defenseless. The only thing that's keeping it up is boot carry. That is it. You can really only boot carry with this one. You can't really do anything much with the skirt because it's so thick and long, right? And wide that it'd make it really hard to be able to carry anything under that skirt. So really only get boot carry with this. Now, Mashiro Dober. Mashiro Dober, on the other hand, is a little bit higher. Not a whole lot higher, but a little bit higher. Still a C, but it is going to be above the other Mashiro. So, you have the boot carry, which is nice. Not a lot of boot carry, but you do get some boot carry. And the skirt's not as wide. It is still the double-decker skirt, so you do have to reach up a little bit. However, you don't have to reach with as much. And you do have this nice little garter belt here that you actually can use as well, which is underneath the skirt. So, there is more opportunity. Granted, not a whole lot more. But there is still more opportunity. So, it still gets a C, but it is a little bit better than the last one. Now, everyone's favorite, Mashiro McQueen. Or as I like to call her, Lightning McQueen. This one's kind of painful to put here, but really, she only gets a high C. Skirt's not very good. You get boot carry, and you get this, like, jacket skirt thing that can be used, but it doesn't have pockets. And the sleeves are wide and nice, however, not that great. Overall, it's like a high C. All the Mashiros, right? Their outfits are just C tier for conceal carry. You can still conceal carry with this outfit, right? So it's not going to be very good. So, that's why it gets a C. Now the last of the Mashiros. I think this is the last one. No. Fuck, how many Mashiros are there? There's 3 more? Shit. Okay. So, third to the last Mashiro Palmer. This one, you want me to be honest? You want to hear something funny? You can probably guess which one this is going to be, right? That's right, it's going in C tier. Kind of the same thing that's going on with, my Ono Top Gun. You only have the jacket pockets, and I guess the skirt underneath. That's it. That's the only thing keeping it there. It's still a higher C, but it's still a C nonetheless. Mashiro, come on, man. None of y'all's is in the fucking B or above. Mashiro Ramuno. That's not even how you pronounce the name, but I don't really care because guess what, girl? You're borderline defenseless with that outfit. There is not a lot of opportunity at all for anything to be carried with that. So, as much as I like the outfit, it's not good for CCW use at all. If shit hits the fan and you need to defend yourself, she's either using her feet, her fists, or she's running away. Now, Sid Orion. Oh my god. Guess which one this is? You have 4 choices. It's either C, 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 or D. Now, if you guessed C, you were right. It is absolutely a C tier. It is a C tier fucking carry. Because again, nothing going on with the fucking shorts at all. You can't do anything with that because I don't even see any pockets. There's no pockets on this upper part. You could literally only boot carry. So you still get some use, but that's about it. You don't get much use out of this at all. All of the Mizunos are C tier. Let's look. 1 Mizuno, 2 Mizuno, 3 Mizuno, 4 Mizuno, 5 Mizuno. I think there's 5 Mizunos in total. Let's see. No, wait. Do we? Oh, no, there's 6. That's right. So, oh, no, there's 7, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All of them were C's except for Mizuto Ramuno, who is basically defenseless. Now that we are done with the Mizutos, we can move on to Mihono Bourbon. This one sucks to put here. But she's borderline defenseless. She's not very good. Her outfit's not very good for CCW at all. There's like no spot to conceal. There actually isn't any spot to conceal whatsoever. Her outfit's pretty bad for that. You won't be able to do anything with that. Moving on, Mr. CB. That sounds wrong. Mr. CB. Guess what? That's right. You're also going in the borderline defenseless category. You can't conceal anything with this. Like, at all. Those are so wide open that you couldn't even conceal anything around the ankle or anything. I love the outfit. I don't like its CCW concealability, so. Next one, Nakayama Festa. So, this one is actually an A tier. It's not S tier. It's actually the lower A tier. And let me explain why. It's hard to see it from here because, again, it's another cowboy shot. But she does have pockets on this over jacket. And she does have this nice shirt as well. Actually, better yet, let me see if I can actually pull up a good image first. To see if I can show you what I am talking about. Nakayama Festa. So, pretty much with her, right, is that I actually can't find an actual, like, fucking official art thing with her, so. But, the thing is, right, while I do like her shirt, it is a shirt that is torn and ragged, so you can't really conceal anything in the front, but you do get this really nice over jacket to where you can conceal in the back, and you get pants with pockets too. So, you actually get quite a bit of CCW usage out of this outfit. Also, I love the outfit design. It's not S tier. It's another one of the Stay Gold family members having just an amazing outfit, but also it is pretty good for CCW usage. If you had a full shirt that actually covered the front part of the pants and better shoes, I feel like it could be up to an S tier GTA character status, but it's not there, so it gets an A tier. And I think, honestly, it's going to be above Bubblegum in terms of A tier, but not above Mambo or anyone else. So, good outfit, great CCW usage. However, still not GTA character type. So, Narita Brian. This one, I'd probably put more towards being a actual C tier than anything. Now it's gonna get towards the higher C tier, but we're gonna skip that. Sorry, I'm playing like the entire Claire Obscure soundtrack because I think I'd get copywritten if I played the Umamusume soundtrack, so I'm not gonna risk that. At least not right now. But yeah, this one, nice bandage kind of garter belt thing that you can use for a knife. Nice boot carry if you really wanted to. The skirt's also one of those skirts that can be used, but the jacket suffers. The upper part suffers, so it doesn't get any higher than a C. Next one, this is actually the character that got me into this whole series in the first place. Narita Taishin. This character, this is gonna be crazy to say, she's a very high B tier. She's not A tier. And let me explain why. She does have jacket pockets, which is really nice. However, they aren't that big, so you can't carry anything that big. You can carry a pretty good knife. You can carry a pretty small pistol, like one of those Glock 48s, I think is what they are. Glock 43, Glock 48s, those small ones. You can carry those, right? However, no boot carry whatsoever. I do have some... Yeah, I do want to know something crazy. You do have pockets on the pants as well, and you do have this, like, over jacket that covers the belt line, so you can hide something there. And you also have the flannel, too. You have the flannel shirt, which can be used to help to conceal as well. So overall, this is a high B tier. It's not quite A tier, because, again, you have this whole pants leg that is just exposed, no boot carry whatsoever. And the shirt's not all the way down, but overall, it's like a high B, almost an A. Almost. You know what? Thinking about it now, it probably is an A tier, because you do have so many options for concealed carry. You can hide knives, guns, all at the same time. You just ordered so 3-year-old headphones, so they're gonna take 3 to 7 months to deliver them out. You know what's funny? When I first read the message, I only read up to, I just ordered some 3-year-old. I was like, whoa! I didn't know you could do that. Thought that was like fucking illegal as shit, man. But I'm glad I read the rest of that message. Next to the Narita family, Narita Top Road. What a weird fucking name. But let's talk about her, shall we? Narita Top Road. Your outfit is pretty dog shit, but it's not unusable. Dude, you bought a 3-year-old on sale? Holy shit, I didn't... What's wrong with you, man? Why would you do that? Is it like free labor? He's probably buying it for the last remnants of Epstein Island. Anyways, you're going on C tier. Not a lot. Sleeves, no bueno. Boots, nah. Skirt, shorts, that's about the only good thing. So, you get a C tier. However, I think you get more of a higher C tier. Anyways, but... my goodness, look at this list. I can't even show it all on screen. I actually have to zoom out to be able to show it all to you. So, let's go to the next one. Neo Universe. Neo Universe, believe it or not, actually gets a pretty good B tier. Probably the highest of the B tiers. She has jacket pockets. Not very deep ones at all, but she does have jacket pockets. Nice big sleeves. And boot carry. Oh, you already finished it? I thought you had to replay it. Fuck you, liar. Speedrun Doom, huh? You want to speedrun games? You want to fucking go? You want to do a speedrun tournament? I'll beat your ass, don't waste a Sunday. Just kidding, I won't do that. Nice nature. This one. This one is actually not good at all. And the reason why I say that is because you really only get the skirt. You only get the skirt, and maybe the boot carry. Nice boots. I kind of want boots like that. However, you get boot carry, and maybe a skirt underneath. That is it. The sleeves, maybe. But, right? Not a whole lot to do with those sleeves. So, it's a C. It's not anything less than that. Not borderline defenseless, but also not that good. Nashina Flower. Now, granted, she's a child. So, she should be in the borderline defenseless. However, her outfit has some possibilities. But what holds it back the most is actually the super wide skirt. So, I hate to say this, but she is actually going in the borderline defenseless. Probably down here. And that's about it. I mean, her outfit's not really great for CCW at all. I mean, maybe the boots, but that's about it. The skirt's not good at all. Also, I'm gonna be honest. If you guys are out there, like, sexualizing the horses, please don't. Like, that's just fucking weird, man. Like, if you want to sexualize anything, go sexualize, like, an actual woman. Or, I don't know, an actual man. Fucking, like, just go out. Have fun with actual people. Love the Umamusumes, right? That's great. But love them more like inspirations, not something to goon to. Anyways, no reason. What a weird fucking name. No reason. This one's a little bit harder to actually dictate what it would be. But overall, I have to say it's probably a C tier. Probably on the lower spectrum of C tier. It's really only that skirt and this like rope line. And that's about it. You can't really do anything with this boot carry or anything. So yeah, I mean, you get like meh performance. This outfit. It's a good outfit. I like it, but not a lot for concealability. North Flight. Need I say more? This is going borderline defenseless, because what the fuck? How are you supposed to get to your concealed weapon underneath your skirt with that at all? I like the outfit. It's very flashy, very showy, but it's not something that's very good for taking out your pistol, taking out a knife, right? Nothing good for that at all. Ogiri Cat. Ogiri Cat. The true fatty. Guess what? This fatty is strapped. She actually does have some pretty good opportunities for concealability. Now, granted, you would think she does show her belly here, but actually she has this pretty good overcoat that can conceal everything from the side and the back. She also has a skirt, which could be good for concealability. She has these shoes, these boots, which wouldn't be that good because they're open towards the front here, but you can stick knives in the side, which would be pretty useful. The sleeves are also nice. Overall, I'm going to give this one a B. It's not quite A, but it's definitely probably a mid-tier B. I put it towards the top, actually. The top end of B. I think it's a good outfit for Carrie. Okay, so you want to see how far I'm gonna have to zoom to be able to show you guys the entire list in one sitting? This is how far I have to zoom. It's so small now. I wanted to do 100%, but this is what happens when I do 100%, right? Like, it cuts off the top here. So, I had to finish this, and then I can actually show you the entire thing. Orfèvre. Now, this horse is badass. I actually do remember this horse in real life. It's when I actually started watching race horses. This was one of the first races I saw was with Orfèvre. I didn't know she was actually in this game. This outfit, though, I'm gonna be frank. Because, yes, my name is now Frank. It's like a C tier. It's like a low C tier. It's not very good. Yeah, sleeves, maybe, and skirt, and like this weird boot thing that she's got going. And that's about it. She does not have a lot going on that she can use as concealability, so it gets a C tier. Actually, you know what? I will put it as maybe more of a mid-C than anything, but overall, it's just like, meh. No concealability use whatsoever. Alright, moving on to the next one. Minecraft. Yeah, you get a borderline defenseless, girl. I'm gonna be honest, that is not a good outfit. It's kind of the same thing with the Aishin Flash. Just not very good for concealability whatsoever. You can maybe deal with the skirt, but even then, it's one of those big wide skirts that's hard to get anything out of, so yeah, borderline defenseless I think is a good way to go about with Minecraft. Alright, Rice Shower. Now, you would think, just because she has this knife out on front, that I would put her higher up. However, you would be sorely mistaken. She gets a C, because her skirt's the only thing going for her. That knife being out is considered open carry, so that don't count towards concealed carry weapons, right? It needs to be concealed, not in the open, where you could just see it very easily. You can see it very easily. It defeats the whole purpose of a CCW, which is concealed carry weapon, not a OCW, which is an open carry weapon. We are judging it based off of CCW, not OCW. So, that's why Rice Shower actually gets a C tier, because that knife is not concealed. Now, she could conceal it, but I don't think she will. I think she will absolutely just keep it on her, keep strapped, and stab a bitch. So, yeah. That's why she gets the C tier. Pretty low C tier, actually, because her skirt's really the only thing going for her. Royce and Royce. I'm not even joking. That's actually what the name is. In case you don't believe me, let me pull it up for you. Yeah, right here. Royce and Royce. That's actually her name. And guess what? She gets an astounding... That's right, I thought you would guess that. She gets a C tier. And the reason why I say it's a C tier, let me explain. It's kind of a higher echelon of C tier, but still a C tier nonetheless. Boot carries, nice boots, really nice boots. Skirt, terrible. Terrible skirt. Now you could hide something underneath here, however, it's one of those that kind of tucks through the belt, so you actually can't. It's an over jacket that doesn't go long enough to actually flow over the belt, so you have that issue of you actually can't really conceal on the belt line whatsoever. Also, it's a belt line that's towards your chest, so it's hard to conceal. So really the only thing that's going for her is the boot carry. That is pretty much it. So actually she goes back down to below C. Let me change the song really quick to a song I feel like we should absolutely listen to because it is an important piece of our history. As we talk about this next character, that's right. We are listening to the Bakshin song, and we will keep listening to it the entire time as we talk about Sakura Bakshin. So, let's talk about Sakura Bakshin, shall we? Sakura Bakshin is, well, she's very fast, yes. However, her outfits also not that bad. So, by the way, it's going to keep repeating over and over and over. It is only 30 seconds long, so get used to it. However, there's not a whole lot going on. She has the shorts, which are good. She also has the boots, which are good. But that is about it. So she gets the higher echelon of C tier. So, while she is Bakshin, you know, her outfit's alright. It's not like anything special. I think this is the song, right? No, that's the Teo one. Oh, I found it! Yes! Alright, let's talk about our next character. That's right. Chia no O. By the way, yes, there's so many meme songs in this game, and I can play them. Anyways, so talking about Chia no O, let's talk about Chia no O while this song plays over and over and over again. Too bad, so sad. Her outfit, guess what? It's not very good! That's right, she gets a borderline defenseless. Because sleeves are dog shit. That skirt, not very good. No boots, bad shoes, no defense, she's kinda fucked. Let's give that song one more listen as we send her off, shall we? Alright, so now that we have gotten that out of our system, let's actually talk about the next character, Sakura Laurel. Now, there is actually another Sakura. However, she does not have a race outfit, so we cannot properly talk about her. That's right. No race outfit means no talkie-talkie. So, what do we think about the next one in line of the Sakura bloodline, I guess you could say? I know it's not the bloodline, but still. The Sakura Laurel. I think her outfit... I honestly think it's probably low C tier. Very, very low C tier. Because she only has this going on, like the short thing, and the boot. And that's it. She does not have a lot going on whatsoever. So, sadly to say, but you get a C tier. Sakura's not holding up, man. Sakura got fucking C, C, and D. That's kind of sad. I love them for their meme factor, but Jesus, man, they cannot conceal a weapon to save their life. Though I don't think they really care. I think they cared about going fast, and that's it. Alright, next one. Samson Big Dick. I'm joking, it's just Samson Big. I just thought I'd love to say the big dick part. This one, it's actually like a C tier, to be honest. Like more the mid-upper C tier. Because that belt, over jacket, and boot carry. Pretty good. That gives you a lot of opportunity to be able to carry. So, that's about it. See ya. Satono Crown. Here we get into the Satono family. There's only 2 of them. And you wanna know what's funny? This first one, it sucks. It's borderline defenses. It's pretty bad. Because you get boot, that's it. You don't get anything else here. So, yeah. Starting off strong with the Satono family. You get borderline defenses. Let's see how the next one stacks up, shall we? What's the next one? Satono Diamond. Freaky Diamond. That's what you get. Spoiler alert. That's right, you gotta join your sister. It's also borderline defenseless. Good luck trying to access any CCW at all with this. You could get maybe like a boot, but it's open at the front, so it's still not good. Yeah, this is a pretty bad outfit for this. I'm going to be honest. You would be kind of fucked. So, maybe not a good idea to do that. Anyways, next one. We will be talking about Seeking the Pearl. Seeking the Pearl. Well, guess what? You should also seek yourself to the borderline defenseless, because that is what you are. There's nothing good here. There's literally nothing good. There's nothing to conceal here. Maybe this skirt, but that is it. Guess what? You're fucked. If you play this, so make sure you bring a buddy with you. Seon Sky. Now this one, I actually do love Seon Sky. She's literally me, for real. She's like a low C. Is that shorts thing that she's got going on with the skirt? That is the only redeeming factor. Everything else is not good for any CCW usage whatsoever. So, she gets a very low C tier. She's not borderline defenseless, but she's definitely low C tier. Sorry, Seon Sky, but we must move on to Shinko Windy. That's right. She doesn't even need CCW. But we're still gonna put her in borderline defenseless because that's what her outfit is. It's borderline defenseless. However, she will bite you. She will bite pretty much everyone she sees. She doesn't need a weapon because she has her teeth, but that doesn't stop her from being in the borderline defenseless because this is rating her outfit, not her personality. So, if you were to cosplay this, I hope you bring a buddy in case you're going to a place where you need to stay strapped. So, just think about that. But overall, borderline defenseless. So, that holds her back actually being good, but let's talk about the next one, Silent Suzuka. Now, this one is gonna get me some shit, but this one's also borderline defenseless. That skirt is very long, and there's really not a whole lot going on with this outfit to be able to conceal anything at all, so you basically get borderline defenseless. It sucks, but it's true. There's really not much to say with Silent Suzuka's outfit, so I think that's actually all we are going to say about her outfit. We are moving on to the next Dami-Mamis, Sirius Symboli. Now, this one is really only one type, and that is a high C tier. It's actually lower than these other ones. Probably about the same with Fuji Kiseki. Oh my god, I am like stroking out. It's not good. It's not good for my return to stroke out. The reason why I say that is because really this half jacket thing is like covering up this right side, and that's about it. That's really all you can do. You have the sleeve, maybe. But you really have, like, this side right here, this right side, which hopefully I hope she's, you know, right-hand dominant, because she's left-hand dominant. She's kind of fucked. So, yeah, really you get, like, a higher C. It's kind of on the same scale, like Kaseki, like Fuji. But that's about it. You still have better Cs that can carry better than she can. But her outfit's cool. I like it. But we're not basing it off a cool factor. We're basing it off of practicality-wise. Now, the next one. Samantha Falcon! Yeah, if you actually listen to the male announcers say her name in a race, it's actually fucking hilarious. I always turn the male announcers on whenever I have her running a race, because whenever she's in first, the guy sounds like he's about to shit his pants. He's like, Samantha Falcon! He says it like that every single fucking time. It's hilarious. But let's actually rate her outfit, and I'm gonna be honest, it's another C tier. There's so many C tiers! Why is there so many C tiers? Because they're not very good for concealability. Actually, you wanna know something? I might drop her down to borderline defenses, to be honest. Because that skirt's not a good skirt to defend. Actually, you know what? No. I've seen people carry with that type of skirt, so she's still like, right shower levels of low C, but that's about it. I think Sail and Sky should be a little bit higher. Probably right there. So, yeah. But yeah, Smart Falcon really doesn't have a lot going on. She has a skirt right there. She has a garter belt, which can have a knife be attached to it, which is also a good thing. Her shoes aren't very big. She does have wider ankles, so she can carry something, but her outfit's not really designed for any type of carry whatsoever, so it would be like a low C. Now, let's talk about the next one, shall we? Sounds of Earth. Well, you wanna know what the sound of this Earth is? It's you going into borderline defenses, because this outfit is not very good. You have basically this right here, but that's about it. Pants not very good. Sleeves not very good. Upper portion not very good. And besides, this belt line actually restricts you from being able to get to anything underneath your pants line, because those pants usually go up past the stomach, so you're not really carrying anything very good there. So, it's borderline defenses. Still a high borderline defenses, granted. You can still conceal. But it'd be very, very difficult to be able to conceal anything. So, special week. We've made it to the poster child. And guess what? The poster child? She's like a C tier. Like a low C. Yeah, not very good. Not very good outfit for concealability whatsoever. She gets low C. She gets a nice skirt that you can lift up, pull out a pistol, lift up, pull out a knife, right? Boop, carry, right? Boop. Right? That's about it. That is all she gets. Not very good. Next one. Now this one, right? You want to know a crazy little fact? Stay Gold is actually my favorite one. And let me tell you this. Stay Gold, I'm pretty sure she's seen war. Like, she has probably been in some war efforts or whatnot. She looks like she's been through the ringer, right? But I mean, her outfit is straight up S tier. It's not because she's my favorite. Let me explain why she is an S tier outfit, right? Sleeves, nice. She could carry a lot. This knife, while it is open, if she just moves it over to the side, there you go. It's concealed. This big-ass jacket can conceal pretty much anything. She could fucking hide a rifle underneath this. She's got pockets here, pockets here. Like, she even puts her hands in the pockets, so we know it's really a pocket, right? She's got a nice belt line that can, like, conceal any type of pistol or whatever. Nice, right? She's already strapped, right? And she can even carry in her boots. Like, this outfit is straight up S tier. I think it's even better than Phenomenos. That is not because I am biased. That is because this is genuinely a great outfit for concealability. So, I know I had to wait, another 4.5 years. But hey, I will be out of whatever job I'm in, and I'll probably have access to her, so. But overall, yeah. Stay Gold is definitely S tier. Probably the best GTA character out of the bunch. So, yeah. If you disagree, then go ahead, disagree. But that's my opinion for why she has one of the best outfits for CCW usage. So, still in love. Now, I'm gonna be honest. She wouldn't need a concealed weapon, but she could definitely carry one under this skirt. It's not a very good weapon. It would have to be something like a knife. But knowing her personality, she'd probably only want to carry a knife. She is like yandere to the max, dude. She is fucking crazy. And people that are like in love with Still in Love, like I can't blame them. If I was in love with Still in Love and Still in Love was still in love with me, right? I would be in love too. That's a tongue twister. I'm amazed I said that whole thing without stuttering. But we're gonna talk about the next crazy woman. Super Creek. And believe it or not, her outfit actually gets a low B. And I would say it's a little bit better than Dream Journeys. Actually, a little bit better than Dream Journeys. Dream Journeys is still like towards the bottom. And let me explain why. She's got the purse. That's right. She got the purse on her. She could carry shit in that, right? And she's got like the nice boot carry, right? She could actually carry something in the boot. She's got the long kind of overskirt thing, so she could actually hide something underneath that with the boot carry, even a garter belt underneath. But that's about it. Actually thinking about it now, the purse is really the only thing she's got going for her. Actually, now that I think about it, she doesn't have a lot of opportunities. The purse is really the only thing going for her. I think, wholeheartedly, she'd probably be better suited in C tier. Only because the purse is the only thing going for her. And that's about it. She could still conceal something pretty well. Like, if you need to stay strapped, that purse is pretty good, right? Though I'm pretty sure she wouldn't even be carrying a weapon. She'd probably be carrying a pacifier and wanting to play Goo Goo Babies with you. So, she's still going in C2 though. Sweep Toe Show. This one, it's kind of hard to decide where I would put her outfit, but I definitely think it's on the lower echelon of C, only for the skirt and this like cardigan sweater. The boot could also be useful, but that's about it. You're really gonna get more out of the skirt and the boot than anything, so that's my reasoning for putting her on the the lower echelon of C. Definitely not D though. So just think about that. Next one. Sabori Chris S. Now we get into another juicy one, because hers is really only C tier. It's definitely towards the higher echelon of C tier though, because she has this over jacket, which can conceal something in the shorts, definitely the backside, and a boot carry. Though she's a little bit too exposed, not enough pockets or anything like that to really justify any of that type of shit, so she really gets like a higher echelon of C, but that's about all she gets, is the higher echelon of C. By the way, we're almost done. So far we've reviewed, how many have we reviewed actually? So boy, Chris S is number 110. We have so far reviewed 110 different outfits. We are almost done. We only have 21 more to go. So, yay. I think that's 21, right? Am I miscounting that? Oh no. 110. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I was right. But yes, we are moving on to the next Symboli. Symboli Rudolph. I'm gonna be honest. I like her outfit. It's not good for CCW whatsoever. I think maybe the skirt at best. I would have to give it like borderline defenses, like a high borderline defenses, maybe, but it's definitely not C tier. Also, another thing, I'm just gonna go off on her. I'm sorry, Rudolph fans, but that hair kind of looks weird. It bothers me, right? She has like this kind of brighter, like brown hair, right, for most of the part, and then she's got like this, like bangs that are like the darker brown, and then the white streak. The white streak doesn't bother me. It's the darker brown with the lighter brown. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. It looks weird when it just starts right here, but none of it is back here whatsoever. It bothers me. That's just a side tangent. That doesn't lower her ranking anymore or give her a better rank. It's just a side tangent thing, but... TM Opera O. She may be the queen, but I also realize I don't have her on my list. Shit. I thought I put her on the list, did I not? Fucking hell. I don't think I did. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna have to say it then. Imagine I put TM Opera O right here in C tier. I'm a little stupid, though, so don't get mad at me. TM Opera O. Sorry to say, you're in C tier. Reason being is because really you only have the skirt and the boot going for you. That is it. Now, it's an easy-to-access skirt, so she could easily do that. And the boot as well. So... yeah, she's still gonna get a C tier. Just know that now. Actually, better yet, let me go ahead and choose a file to add really quick. Let's see where is she? Let's go ahead and add this really quick. TM Opera O. Here we go. TM Opera O. I'm sorry that I didn't include you. You get a fairly decent C tier. Sadly, not all that great, but hey, she could still stay strapped, so that's good enough, right? That's embarrassing. I should have looked over my list before I fucking posted it, but whatever. Next one. We have Taiki Shuttle. Now, you wanna know how I know they have guns in this universe? Is because Taiki Shuttle has a fucking revolver. She has a Colt single action army. So, now, I don't know why they have her with the upside down draw. That's kind of a weird draw to go with, because you basically have to grab it with your left hand and pull it out that way. So I assume she's left hand dominant with that type of draw. I wouldn't recommend that type of draw, but again, that's open carry, so that doesn't count. If you ask me, concealed carry wise, it's actually pretty bad. But she does have a pistol. So... the only way I think she would be able to get away with it, I think actually a C tier, probably a low C. And that's because of underneath the skirt and the boot itself. But overall, you would be open carrying with that, which defeats the whole purpose of a concealed carry weapon. But hey, at least Taiki Shuttle's outfit is justification for this tier list because they do have guns, which means that there have been wars involved, and Umamusumes have been involved in wars. And since Taiki Shuttle is American, of course she would love guns, right? So, I am totally justified in this tier list. So, you cannot get mad at me for thinking this idea through. Next one. Tamamo Cross. I almost fucking butchered that name. I am going to give you a C tier. High C tier. You're probably on par with Mayano Top Gun. And there's a reason why I say that. It's because you actually do have the jacket pockets. But you also do have the backside of the pants as well. That is it. So, can't do anything with the shoes or any of that shit, but you do have jacket pockets. And jacket pockets instantly gives you points above. Because believe it or not, you can actually pocket carry something very easily. It's actually a lot easier to just keep your hands in your pocket, and then whenever someone comes by you, you just kind of grab what you need in your pocket, and then you can just pull it out. You don't even have to make, like, the whole... Thank you. I love the Ogiri sneeze. You know what's funny? Ogiri Cap, the one we put in B tier, this one. Yeah, she's the one that makes that sneeze, by the way. If you haven't seen Cinderella Grey, go watch it. It's a fucking great show. It's like Umamusume Cinderella Grey, I think is what it's called. Go watch it. It's amazing. It's new, too. I think Season 2 is actually releasing now. So, recent episode came out. Next one. Tanino Gimlet. Now, I really like her character design. I really do. But what do I think about the outfit? I actually give it a good B tier. It's probably on par with, like, the lower B tier, but it is still a B tier nonetheless. Let me explain. So, you have this nice kind of corset overshirt over the yellow shirt and the skirt, right? That's fine, man. We're almost done anyway, so. You also have boot carry, right? You have a nice skirt, which it is short, but you can easily carry, especially with the garter belt, knife, belt line, right? Yeah, this secondary overdroop of a skirt that you can also carry with. Overall, pretty good B, but not that good. I think, honestly, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably on par with, like, Ogiri Cap's type of B ranking, so it is on the upper echelon of B, but overall, like, it's, nah. It's good. I like it, though. Now, the next one, Tap Dance City. What a weird fucking name. And guess what? You get Borderline Defenseless. That's right. Kind of, like, right there. Actually, more like right there. Big wide skirt, big long skirt, too. It's kind of hard to get anything, and it's hard to conceal anything. Pretty easy to justify why she's going to be in Borderline Defenseless, but that's my justification. Next one. Tokai Teiyo. Yes, she may have been bawling in the streets singing a song she probably shouldn't have been singing, but that is besides the point. Her outfit is okay. It's like a C tier, to be honest. I just realized TM Opera O is right fucking here. So I just added TM Opera O twice in a row. I fucking put TM Opera O in the wrong spot. Oh my god, I am so fucking stupid. I am so sorry that you had to witness this embarrassment. I can't reset, because then that means I have to reset, like, the entire fucking list, and there's some images that I'm not saved, so, TM Opera O, don't you worry. Tokai Teiyo, let's talk about you. Let's ignore my embarrassment of a mistake. You're going C tier. Pretty low C tier, actually. Let me explain why. You only have a skirt, that's it. Boot carry, that's it. Sleeves, I guess. But that's about it. You don't really get a whole lot. So you get C tier. Lower echelon is C tier, no less. Actually, you know what? You get above King Halo towards Jungle Pocket. I think it's Stone Love. Yeah, I think Stone Love's pretty good right there. Next one. Tosa and Jordan. Tosa and Jordan, I think, honestly, is more towards the Borderline Defenseless category. Because not a lot of concealability with this. So, yeah. I mean, you could theoretically boot carry with, like, one boot. That'd be this one right here. I don't know about this one. But, really, you can't do a whole lot with this. Not very concealable, right? No good spots for concealed weapons. Transcend. This one, I'm actually gonna be honest, is like high B tier. Actually, you know what? No, it's probably A tier. Now that I think about it, it's probably like towards here near Mambo, because you have what the fuck are they called? Fanny packs. You have fanny packs on the front, right? Which is good. You have a nice fanny pack. You have this belt, which with the nice over jacket too, you could definitely keep something on top of that. I can't see any pockets on the actual over jacket itself, so I don't know about that. Boot carry's nice. Now that I think about it, I don't see any pockets on the actual over jacket itself. So there may or may not be jacket pockets. But under the assumption that there is, I'm going to put it probably towards a lower A tier. Just for the assumption, right? It's still an A tier, right? But I can't be too certain if it's got jacket pockets or not, so it's going to be on the lower echelon of A tier. Still a very good outfit, though, especially if you're cosplaying and you need to stay strapped. So, now let's go to the next one. Surumaru Tsuyoshi. What a very weird name. Her outfit is going to be Borderline Defenseless. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's not very good. It's hard to see what's going on here with the hips because of the outfit. I haven't seen this character's like screenshots whatsoever, so I can't really say a whole lot. I just had to assume, and I assume that she's not very good with concealability in the outfit. Maybe she's got like this weird thing with the shorts that she could use, maybe, but I can't really see it, so I have to assume borderline defenseless. Twin Turbo, this one. I am actually going to put this one more towards like the higher echelon of C. Not quite B, but definitely C. Sleeves, nice. Over jacket, nice. I can't see if it has pockets though, so I'm gonna assume it does not have over pockets at all. However, it's not too long of a jacket, so you could easily pull it up, pull something out. Boot carry as well. Nice wide open type of boots that you can easily boot carry. But it is a little too wide, so that actually might knock it down a bit. So I think that's probably closer to like here. So it's still a C tier, right? It's kind of in the mid section of C tier, but yeah. For Sina? I actually don't know how to say her name. Well, guess what? Nice wide skirt. Not very good. Borderline defenseless. And you're going near Satsuno Diamond. Actually, thinking about it, you could really only carry underneath the skirt, but I don't even know if it would be good, especially with the skirt that has that corset there. I think the corset would actually allow it to be somewhat useful to carries, but it's still going to be on the very low end of C, so I'm giving you a chance. Now, Vivelos. This one, I actually think is kind of in the same way. It's like it just feels like a C. I'm gonna have to put Rudolph probably up there as a low C2, to be honest, but that's what I had to assume, right? It's hard to really dictate like if they justify being at these certain spots or whatnot, but alright. Next one. Vodka. This hurts. This hurts to put here. But Vodka, you are definitely like borderline defenseless. You could boot carry, because obviously that's just one big boot. You have no pockets on the sides. You have nothing. You're so exposed around the hips and everything, so short of shorts. You really can't conceal much of anything with this. I hate to put Vodka here because I like Vodka, but her outfit's not very good for concealability. Now, it definitely could change, but obviously you wouldn't be able to really conceal a weapon. You could still carry weapons, like open carry, but not concealed carry. So, I hate to put Vodka so low, but yeah, that's how it is. Win variation. I put winning ticket and win variation in the wrong order again. Yay, I'm kind of a fucking idiot, but that's fine. You're going in borderline defenseless. There's not much to expect. You have this like double skirt outfit, very wide, very hard to get to anything. So I love the outfit though. It's a really nice looking outfit, but not very good for concealment. Winning ticket. This one's actually, I would put it at a low B, because you can actually conceal a lot around this like shorts and exercise type of hoodie thing, right? You can actually conceal pretty well with this. So now granted, you would only be able to conceal around here with knives and guns, but you still can conceal pretty well. However, now that I think about it, you can only conceal at that spot, so that actually docks it down to C. But that does not mean it is a bad outfit to conceal with. It just means you really only get one option, so it's kind of hard to justify, you know, multiple different types of positions for different types of people. So, like, in the event something bad happens type of shit, right? Next, we have Wonder Acute, the Granny. I'm going to be honest, Granny, you're actually in borderline defenseless. That skirt is way too wide, way too big. No good boot carry either, because the boot carry is actually kind of exposed. Nothing else, really. So, Wonder Cute, love you, girl, but not a very good outfit. So, you get borderline defenses. Now, Yeno Muteki. This one is another prime example of just basic C tier, right? Not a whole lot going on here. And she wouldn't even really need a concealed weapon, but she could definitely conceal something underneath that skirt if absolutely need be. But like, if you're cosplaying as her, you probably could kick someone's ass already, so you wouldn't really need it. But still definitely a low C tier. Next one. Yamanin Zephyr. This one is another example of a borderline defenseless one. It's kind of the same way of... what was her name again? Fuck, I can't remember her name. Wonder Q. That's what it is. Kind of the same way of Wonder Q. It's like, not bad, but it's not very good either. The next one. We have to go... We actually only have 2 more. We are so close to being done. Yukino Bijin. This one. I actually think there is some opportunity here. But it is still a low C. Probably a little bit higher than like Smart Falcon and Nice Nature. These ones here. I'd say it's probably on the same vein as like Key to Sun Black, to be honest. So like King Halo. Still a C tier. Still opportunity to carry though. And by the way, like here, like C tier, if you think this is a bad, this is kind of like middle of the road, right? Like the borderline defense was, right? That's your bad. But let's talk about the last one. Zeno Rob Roy. What a weird name. She reminds me of a Scottish fellow. Which, actually, I'm gonna be honest. Knowing my Scottish heritage, I think she is going to be about a low B, lower than Dream Journey. Well, let me explain why. It's because the sash, you could actually conceal carry something pretty easily with that. Because she also has this belt line at the chest, so she could actually carry a knife pretty easily with that. Underneath that, she has the skirt, too. It's a long skirt, but she can actually conceal something pretty easily with that. And these high socks are pretty good because you can conceal something in the high socks. Not very big concealment, but you still can conceal something pretty good. So she has plenty of opportunity to conceal. So, I think that justifies a B. It's a little bit... Actually, you know what? No. It's not a B, now that I think about it. Because I think it is kind of on the same part as these two, right? So, higher C. Still a good outfit, yes. But, there's room for improvement. If only she had some pockets, I think it could have been better. But, that is my list of all the characters. I have to zoom out 75% of the way to be able to show you this entire list. Actually, I think I have to zoom it out even more. Do I have to go to 67? Yes, 67. 67 is the absolute justifiable one. Ignore this TM Opera here because I accidentally added her twice because I'm a little stupid. So, yep. This is the entire list of every single character in Umamusume as of right now that has a debut race outfit. This does not include Happy Meek or any of those other like special characters. These are characters that you should be able to get. And they have a debut race outfit, right? They were deemed in the general pool. This is how well they would do with concealability. Now, this is talking about everything from pistols to knives, and even if we're talking about GTA character like the S tier, right? You could straight up conceal like an SBR. So, this is my rating. If you agree with any of it, cool. If you disagree with any of it, cool as well. I imagine anyone that's going to watch this is definitely going to disagree with some parts of it, or they'll probably not care at all. But this was a little thing I wanted to do before I actually started getting back into Battlefield, which is in 2 days as of recording this. So, you will see me playing that a lot. And in turn, playing that a lot, you're also going to see me streaming that a lot. I will be streaming both the multiplayer aspect, but mostly the Portal aspect. So, do expect that. Now, we are not going to be trying to play it to get clips or anything like that. We are going to play it for fun. So, if something clip-worthy happens, then clip it. I don't care. But, mainly, I want you guys to come in here, have a fun time, enjoy time with me. Maybe I'll have some community nights where we'll play the game together. It really just depends, right? But, besides that, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you enjoyed the video if you're watching this in the future. And yeah, if you have any comments that you wish to share, then please do share them. I read all of your comments. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you'd love to see me do this again with different characters, or maybe even their different outfits for like the summer or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to do it. It will be a little bit shorter if I do that, but I'll still do that. Besides that, I do hope you guys absolutely enjoyed today. I'm glad I could come back and, you know, speak to you guys, be able to entertain you, because right now we're living in a world of shit, right? If you look outside on social media, things are going to hell in a handbasket, so I want to be that part on the social media that you guys can inspire to be, that you guys can look up to bring you happiness in this time of sadness and depression, right? So, I'm definitely going to stream a lot more for you guys, though. I do not want you thinking that I will leave you guys hanging dry anymore, because I am definitely committed. So, expect me on Friday, or October 10th, if you will. But, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. I know I keep repeating myself, but hope you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you Friday at the same time. I think if I can, I will try to start a little bit sooner for the Battlefield 6 stream. It really just depends on different things, but I will try to be soon for my European audience, and also earlier in the day for my American audience, so that you guys can experience it same time. All right. I will catch you all later. All right. Bye-bye.